people who couldn't make the call. All right, we got Derek on. What's happening, Derek? Danny trying to join. All right, so typically it takes a couple of minutes for people to join in, but nice to see you all here. Excited to have you on. All right, let's see. What's new and exciting in the world of Malort services there?
We actually came into the office today, so that's new and exciting. We haven't been here in a while.
Good, nice.
New
Nice.
environment, but everything's okay. We're good.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Are you all in, I assume, different rooms there in the office?
No, I'm working from home today.
Okay, got it.
I'm in my office.
Okay, nice. Nice.
Much more for me, it's more productive to work from home.
Okay. Yeah, you mentioned that you
Coach, I'm gonna log off and log on my phone and see if it's any better.
Okay, why are you getting is there a bad connection for you? I guess so.
Yeah, everyone's really choppy and it's and it speeds up the conversation when
Okay, got it. Sure, do what you need, no problem. What's up, Jason? How are you? Had a good time at Buzz yesterday?
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. I assume you won't be driving your car during the call?
No, I'm on the job site right now, so just in the car.
I always get worried when people drive and join calls.
Is that wrong?
Is it? Well, I mean, I don't think it's the most responsible, but I would hate for somebody to ever crash their car and then they find out, oh, they were on a group coaching call,
That would not be good.
Yeah. And it's tough to follow along, right? If you're driving. Yeah. How are you, Angelina? Nice to see you.
Oh, thank you. Nice to see you too.
Hello, Jay. What's going on, my man? Felix.
Hey.
Felix, I noticed you're in your car. Can you confirm your car is parked?
Yeah, look, that's Jason's truck there.
Yeah, okay.
And this is mine. We're on site.
All right, great. Okay. Also, just to mention, because we are usually going to start the calls with like a short meditation and grounding exercise, and closing your eyes while driving is also not advised. Yeah. What's up, Joe? How you doing?
Hello.
Joe, how are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Doing all right, thank you. Okay. Yeah, and there's Robin. Okay, let me just double check. I feel like a teacher, I got to check attendance to see, okay, who's all here, who's present. I'm going to start calling names out, and you'll be like, Laura Ropa here, Melissa Ropa here. Let's see, who we waiting on here? Okay, no, oh, Ritesh. Where is Ritesh? Okay, all right. Okay, so wanted to just kick this off. First off, I'm just gonna wait till Ritesh joins before we drop in, but I just want to say hello, Robin. Robin's joining us from Nicaragua. And so
Robin.
Yeah, Robin and Murray are the supporting coaches who will be joining us on this journey. So they're gonna have a chance to say a little bit about who they are. But before we begin, we're gonna invite everybody to just get comfortable in your seat and just sit up for a moment. Gonna invite you to just close your eyes, and we're gonna start with just taking some deep breaths just to ground in and get present into the space. So just sitting down, back up straight, spine straight, closing your eyes, and we're going to be breathing in through the nose for 4 and out for 4. And we're going to be doing this for a few breaths just to ground in and just getting comfortable in your seat, bringing presence to this session. So starting with inhale, in for 4 through the nose, in 2, 3, 4, out through the mouth, 2, 3, 4, in 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3, 4. Now I invite you to keep breathing, same pace, in for 4 and out for 4. Just allowing yourself to ground in, calming your energy, allowing yourself to settle into that seat as we drop in for the next 60 minutes, just using your breath to bring presence. Bring presence to this call. Bring presence to your thoughts. Being present to your emotions. And as you're feeling into this present moment, breathing in, filling up your belly, breathing out, just letting go of any stress, any anxiety, any fear that you may have about this call, just breathing it out, letting it go, and just connecting to 4 emotions that you're feeling right now. What 4 emotions are you feeling in this moment? And when you've connected to those 4 emotions, acknowledging how you're feeling, you can open your eyes. Okay, so here we are as we kick off the accountability, the orientation call for the program. I'm just going to put everyone on mute, just so we don't get any background noise. And if you're called on to speak, then you can unmute yourself. I'm not sure if Ritesh is here or not, or Danny. If you are, would love to have your camera on. The one thing I am going to request for our calls is to have your camera on, because it's always nice to see your smiling, beautiful faces. And even though all of you don't really know each other yet, you will all come to know each other on a much deeper level over the coming weeks. It's great to, get familiar with one another. Okay, so there we go. Welcome, Danny. Nice to see you. Thanks for having your camera on. And, the intention of this call is really...
Hey, sorry, I'm on the line. I'm just in transit. I'm going to be in front of my camera in a couple of minutes.
Okay, got it. Okay. So the intention of this call is just to welcome you all to the program, to share some details on how this program is going to flow over the coming weeks. Now, some of you are in the group coaching program, some of you are in the private coaching program. However, you'll all be a part of the Monday accountability calls, the Wednesday Q&A, and then the bi-weekly workshops, okay? So I know some of you may have some apprehension, maybe have some fear about sharing, maybe talking about what's going on, how you're feeling, what you're thinking. It is not mandatory to share on these calls. It is for you to share so you can learn from one another, and also just to really connect, because even though most of you, I think all of you, don't know each other, there's an opportunity here for you to learn from one another by way of your sharing. Okay, so don't feel obligated to speak up or share. It is something that will come naturally, I feel, as we go down this path together. But just be open, be receptive, and anytime you feel called to share, you're always welcome. Okay, so I'd like to start this off just by introducing 2 very special people. That is Murray Mansour and Mr. Robin Aim. And I'm going to just share a little bit about them. They're going to say a quick hello, and then we'll get into some details of the program and answer any questions. So Murray is someone who has played an instrumental part in me actually becoming a coach, and me even going on this path. I had shared with you when we had spoken previously that the first program I had ever done was called the Landmark Forum. That was the first program that really had me begin my personal development. And Marae is actually the person who bought me my program. So she got it for me for my 40th birthday party. For my 40th birthday, she bought it for me. She sat me down. She's like, hey, can we have coffee together? I'm like, sure. She's like, so I have a question for you. I'm like, okay. She's like, and I've known Marae over 20 years. We met when I think we were both go-go dancers. Okay. Just like full disclosure, we're both go-go dancers. I think she was 18. I was maybe a year or two older, maybe a few years older. And she says to me, have you ever considered therapy or a coach or anything like that? And right away, I'm like, the fuck are you trying to say? There's something wrong with me? Like, what? You tell me I need a coach? And she said to me, no, I think there's something that would be really helpful for you. I think there's something that, you know, would really help you to like figure out what's missing. Cause you know, she saw that I was repeating these different patterns in my life, and she suggested the Landmark Forum. She said, look, I bought you something. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to take it, but it's there for you if you want it. I'm like, okay. And by that point, I was just so sick and tired with my bullshit, repeating the same patterns and patterns over again. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm in. Whatever it is, I'm in. Give it to me. And it was Landmark Forum. And that was a program that really like helped me to discover why I was running the same patterns and loops in my life over and over. So, you know, I credit Marae for helping give me a little nudge into the world of personal development, and for her to be here, you know, joining me on this program. You know, this is the first time we're collaborating together in this sense. So this is a real full circle moment for me to, you know, be working with Marae in this program. So, you know, I just wanted to introduce you all to her because she's going to be one of the supporting coaches on this program. And I'm going to share her and Robin's bio with all of you so you understand who they are. But they are both two incredible humans who are dedicated coaches who bring a whole wealth of knowledge and experience that's complementary to what I do to be able to support you all as well. So Marae, I'm going to hand it over to you if you just want to give a short intro as to who you are and what you bring to the program. I would love that.
Well, thank you for that beautiful intro, Sark. Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you all and looking forward to getting to know you all better. Yeah, I've been on my own journey since I was 17. I was kind of pushed into it, and in my early 20s became a child and family therapist, although I was already a realtor right out of high school. And it's just been a really amazing journey for me. I've done a lot of programs, read a lot of books. Zark and I have always kind of been each other's mirrors in this journey, and very grateful to have him in my life. And yeah, I really want to get into supporting people in their growth and just being here for the greater good, I guess. I do that for my real estate team. I've been doing that for many years. And I find that, you know, you can't really teach somebody what you do, but you can teach them how to be more conscious and aware of things that they're doing that may or may not be working. So that's something that I've kind of really been studying for myself and for my team and the people that I coach. And I would love to share with you all if you need it and when you need it.
Thank you, Marae. And she's being humble when she says what she's. So first off, she's a serial entrepreneur. She's selling real estate and developing in Costa Rica. She's a fitness competitor as well. She's won many competitions. She's a professional dancer. She's a single mother of two. I mean, she is. There's a lot of amazing qualities to Marae that you'll discover along the way. And she's done very, very well in the real estate game as well. So for some of the people on the call who are also in real estate, she brings that wealth of knowledge as well. And I'm seeing that my internet is a little unstable. Am I chopping up and starting to sound like a robot? Yes, a little bit. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
a little bit.
Okay, well,
Mhm.
hopefully that'll
And you're
work.
also freezing in really cute positions
Oh, yeah.
too.
Hopefully that won't keep happening. So anyways, Marae's an amazing human in so many ways. And Jay is saying, I've been frozen on my screen the
Yeah.
whole time.
I'm
Is that
gonna
happening
start
for
taking
anyone else?
pictures.
Jay's saying, I've been frozen on his screen the whole time. Is that happening for anyone else? But you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you pretty well. Once
Okay.
in a while, it starts getting a little bit choppy.
Okay, thank you, Jay, for the heads up. I will try changing networks. I'm not sure why this is happening, but as long as you can hear me, that's the most important part because you're all going to get sick of seeing me anyway. So thank you, Marie, for your introduction and for being here with us. And I would like to share, a bit about Robin. So Robin and I have been working together for about, it's probably coming up on like 7 or 8 months now. So Robin is from France originally. He is a former professional rugby player. He's an engineer. He has consulted companies on startups. He is an all-around amazing person, an athlete, very disciplined, very focused on systems and processes. Like when it comes to like keeping you in check with accountability, helping you, figure out what you need to really overcome different challenges. That's really what Robin thrives with. He's currently living in Guatemala with his fiance. They bought some land down there and they're going to be developing. So he is also a very ambitious young man as well. And I would love for Robin just to share a little bit about himself and just introduce himself to the group.
Thanks, Zach. Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to be with you today. There's some face I know. Hi, Derek. Nice to see you again. And so I think Zach gave a really good overview of me. And mostly like what happened in my life is I was mostly like what you name like a perfect stereotype of high achiever, always trying to get to the next thing and trying to be the best at everything. And I was never happy. And so like a year and a half ago, I realized everything I wanted to do before 30, and I was still not happy. So I found myself in my bed having an anxiety crisis, like really saying like what life is about. And I've been in personal development my whole life. But I was not applying it the right way. I was literally using it for like performing, but not to live a happy, alive life, right? And that's where I went on a journey like a year and a half ago to really understand how to live a live life when I will feel happy every day and not like trying to chase the next thing. So what Zach mentioned is like I have a past of peak performance, and right now with the learnings I had, it's also like how to apply it the right way. So not trying to be perfect, but to be optimal to live a happy life. And that's what it's all about. So I'm really excited to be with you, all of you today and like for the next few weeks. And don't hesitate to reach out again if you have any issue, any problem, or like anything you want to talk about.
Perfect. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate it. So Robin and Murray will be joining us for most of our calls together as well. There will be guest facilitators and other speakers that will be joining some of the group calls and some of the workshops. And, I'm blessed to have an amazing network of really brilliant, talented friends who are coaches and speakers and authors, shamans, and all kinds of witches and wizards who are going to be joining in to share their magic with us along the way. So, Murray and Robin are two very dear friends of mine who are going to be part of this journey with us. And they'll be also available to you as well for one-on-one sessions. If there's something within their realm of expertise that you'd like to speak to them about, they'll be available to you as well. Okay. So want to speak about just so far, I know all of you have your information to set up your Kajabi account. I went in on the back end and I saw that all of you have accessed the account. Some have been in there a couple of times. Some have only been in once. What I'm going to urge you to do, Derek, you don't have the Kajabi access? Okay, no problem. I'll make sure that that gets taken care of. So, and Derek has been working with me one-on-one for about almost 3 months now. So, Derek, we'll get you access later on. I'll make sure Sarah sets that up for you. So I do urge you to work on the Wheel of Life exercise this weekend if you haven't dug into it yet. Now, it could take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, so you may want to split it up over a couple of days. But what you definitely want to get that done before the Monday call, just because there are some prompts to set up some inspired actions to put you into the work as of next week. And the intention with the Monday accountability calls is for us to speak about what is coming up this week. What is it that you have planned that you're going to take action on? And how can we hold you accountable? Because part of this work is really to know that there are commitments that you're making to yourself, that you're sharing within our group, that you are going to honor and fulfill on. And, statistics have shown that when you have have an accountability structure in place and you speak about it publicly and you have someone to hold you accountable to your commitment, there's a 97% greater chance that you're actually going to complete it. So after the Wheel of Life exercise, I have no doubt that there's going to be many different things that you're going to be inspired to take action on. So on the Monday call, that'll be your opportunity to share that within the group. And then we're going to hold you accountable to completing that from week to week. Okay, so that will help you to keep moving along through the program week to week as you start to chip away at these amazing life goals you have. All right, does anybody have any questions about the accountability call that you may want to ask right now? Pretty straightforward, not too complicated, and as I said, if you do need any support with that, you can just send me a DM and we can answer. But the Monday call will just be similar to this group call, just with each person sharing what they're committed to. Okay. The Wednesday call, that's going to be the call that's open to live Q&A. So whatever you may be experiencing through the Wheel of Life exercise, anything that you may be coming up with, it doesn't have to be Q&A. It could also just be a challenge that you want to share that maybe you want some live coaching with. You know, it may be something that you're bumping up against that you're feeling some resistance towards, maybe something that you're looking for some additional support for. On that Wednesday call, you're more than welcome to share what it is that you're going through, what you need support with, and either myself, Murray, or Robin will be there to help you. Okay, and then bi-weekly, we're going to be having different workshops leading you through one of the different modules and giving a live presentation of that, and then opening up to any questions and any further support that you might need for those additional modules. Now, at the moment, there are 3 modules uploaded. There's going to be a total of 16 modules in total. So by next week, there'll be 6 in total, and then they'll continue to be more modules added. Now, the first 5 to 6 modules are in a linear sense. So in a structure where you complete one, it'll open up the next one to the next one to next one. And the intention of that is so that you have the foundation of personal development, the tools such as understanding your values, your life balance, time management, and energetics, that you have all that sort of laid down and understood before we start diving into some of the deeper topics. Now, do you guys have any questions about what I've shared so far about the Q&A call or the workshop? Yes, Jay?
Are you sending out like Zoom links that I can add this to my calendar and then I can have it for the month? Just because I get booked up so quick, I'm sure as a lot of people here do, so I don't overbook, because Monday I'm already shot.
Yep. So if you check your, so Sarah, my VA, she has sent out the invitations to everybody for all of the group calls moving forward. So for every Monday, for every Wednesday, and then for every bi-weekly Friday. The Fridays may change depending on the availability of the speaker, but Mondays and Wednesdays are the same time, and you should have received a Google Calendar invitation from Sarah, which would be info@thealivelife with the invitations. Let me know if you got that, because I do believe they were sent out earlier today. No, I'm seeing some no's. People have, no? Okay, so before the end of today, you will have those invitations. Sarah's based over in the Philippines, so sometimes there's a bit of a time lag there, but you will receive notifications from Google Calendar with those weekly invites set up for all of the meetings. Okay, Jay, so then you can have that locked in every Monday, Wednesday. And you know, these are optional calls available to you just to have that extra accountability, just to be able to share whatever it is that you're up to, that you're committed to. And also for the accountability, if there's something that you want to work towards, but you may not necessarily know what it is that you can do to make the progress, then we can also help you come up with some ideas as to what would support you in making progress in with that goal that you have at that time. Okay. But as far as the accountability calls, the live Q&A calls, and then the bi-weekly workshops, do you guys have any questions about that or about the Kajabi platform so far? No? Okay. Because what's really important is that you're able to navigate it, that it's smooth for you, so that I know because not everybody is, let's say, technically savvy. So if there are ever any issues where you're not able to access any of the modules or you have any service issues, please let us know, because what we don't want is that whatever issue there is delays your progress in moving through the program. Okay. And I'm just going to close my blind here because I'm getting blasted in the face with sunlight, which I'm grateful for because it's been so gray and crappy in Toronto. That should be better. Okay, great. All right. So does anyone have any questions or comments about the program so far, or anything that you'd like support with? Because if not, I'm about to force all of you to start talking.
I'll chime in real quick.
Sure, Laura.
So with the Wheel of Life exercise, like when we just briefly discussed that we're going to be talking about this as a group, like I nearly vomited. That is a lot. Like, are we all sharers in this group? Is this a normal thing?
So sharing is optional. Sharing is
Okay.
optional. Don't feel obligated to share. But for example, if I ask, you know, put your 3 areas of focus down in the chat box down below, you know, being able to just say, hey, I'm working on my health and fitness, my finances, and my spirituality. Okay,
Right.
cool. You know, and the intention with that is just for everybody to have some relatability and connection to other people as far as what they got going on and what's important to them, you know, because again, it's also about the connection. One of the nicest things about the group coaching dynamic is you're a part of something with a bunch of other people who are also working towards the goal of being the best version of themselves, right? Now, as far as sharing or asking for support, hey, you know what, sometimes it requires vulnerability. You know, sometimes it does require you know, putting it out there. And if that feels too uncomfortable for you, look, it's not mandatory, it's just optional. And just know that in your vulnerability and you being authentic and open, you're also sharing something that often other people are feeling as well. You know, so you're able to, you know, put out something that's important to you that may be in benefit of other people in the program also.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just something new for me, but okay. I like
Yeah.
it.
And you know, and in trying something new and in stepping beyond your boundary and your comfort zone, that's, you know, that's where the breakthrough is, right? But I
Where we
never,
grow.
yeah, exactly. And I never want anything to ever feel forced. I'm never going to tell any of you, oh, you have to do this. It's always going to be an invitation to challenge you, to push your boundaries, because at the end of the day, as you said, that's where we grow. It's outside of our comfort zone, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Derek, had something to share?
Yeah. I want to piggyback on what Laura said there, because when we did our group chat back in, I think it was August and whatnot, I was really skeptical on speaking. And after the first call, I was one of the most active speakers in the group, right? And I had to get out of my comfort level and be vulnerable. And by doing so, allows other people to be vulnerable too. And next thing you know, you build this great community. So at first, it might be a little intimidating for everyone, but just rest assured, because I've done this and it's an awesome breakthrough and you feel great about it. But obviously there's no obligation to anyone, but I just wanted to piggyback on that because I felt the same way before. And after that first call, I just felt like I just ripped this up.
Yeah, thank you, Derek, for sharing. Yeah, so Derek was part of my men's group program, the Alpha Alliance, that I ran last summer, and we were a group of 20 men. And most of these guys, you know, never done programs before. We're like kind of apprehensive to like, oh shit, I got to share. And, you know, it's one of those things that as soon as you do it, you realize, oh, that's not such a big deal. And you actually feel, when you feel seen and heard and you're able to share and you realize like, okay, all those things I was thinking about in my head were just my own limiting beliefs. Then you discover that, okay, well, how are these beliefs holding me back in other parts of my life? You know, like if I can't share something in a group chat virtually with people I don't even know, like, and that has me feel a certain way, like what other in what other ways am I limiting myself and holding back, right? So again, it's an invitation, it's a challenge to help you to you know, expand and grow, but it's not mandatory. All right. And the more you share, I mean, the more dynamic the conversations are and the more we all get to learn from one another. All right. Anybody else have any questions or comments, or does anybody else feel the way Laura does, almost getting nauseous at the thought of, oh my God, I got to talk about my feelings or what I'm going through? Anyone else on here feeling that, Franca? Yeah, okay. Melissa, she's like, all good, I got this, no problem, I'm happy to share. Okay, got it. Cool. Well, I would like to open it up to a little bit of sharing and, just invite any of you who is open to it. I'd just love to hear a little bit about, who you are, what your, and who you are, a little bit about you and what you're most excited about with being a part of this program. So this is going to be an opportunity for you to just share a little bit. We could keep it really short, just like, a minute or two each, and just gives us an opportunity for each person to learn a little bit about one another. So, this is, and since Derek feels so comfortable, speaking online now, we'll start off with Derek, and then whoever else wants to share, you can put your hand up, or I'll just start calling on you. And if you don't want to share, you can just say, I pass. But, Laura, when we spoke the first time, you didn't stop talking, which was, you had a lot to say, and you're very expressive, and, I know you've got this vibrant personality. So, just an invitation to share that with all of us, if you're open to it. Yeah,
Definitely. I am, for sure. I am.
So Derek, just a little bit about who you are and what are you most excited about with the program?
Well, my name is Derek Andrade. I'm a father of two, married to a beautiful wife named Amanda Wiseman. What's most exciting for me is just being in a group of like-minded people. And for me, when I put myself in these group scenarios, it takes me back to being a kid and playing sports, where I had practice every week at a certain time, game every week at a certain time. I had to prepare myself mentally for that. And with these groups, it takes me back to that, and it kind of brings out my inner child. So I'm just really grateful to be once again in a group, this time with men and women. Last time was just men. It's a little different. So definitely looking forward to that. And just speaking to everyone and seeing everyone's beautiful stories. And not just that, like when we start today and then when we finish, is seeing everyone's growth. Wherever you feel today, you will not feel the same when it's done, because you'll feel a lot better. And I can attest to that, because when I first started this a while ago, I was in a dark spot, and not feeling that dark anymore, let me tell you. So cheers to everyone.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that. Yeah. And just a testament to the fact of Derek doing the work. He joined last year, and he's part of the group program and got so much from it that he's he's all in again, with the private coaching, and yeah, it's just been beautiful to witness Derek's growth and evolution as well. So that's why when he says you're not going to be the same person you were when you started, he knows, because he's gone through the process. So excited to see all of you, transforming. And I heard a quote the other day, and I loved it. It says, "There's nothing about the caterpillar that tells that it will be a butterfly." So regardless of where you are right now, there's nothing that actually gives a glimpse as to who you're going to be. You have to trust the process. When the butterfly goes into that chrysalis and it turns into that mushy larva of whatever it turns into, there's no sign that it is actually going to become this beautiful butterfly. It's part of the process. So inviting you all to just, trust the process, to just have fun, play with it. As Derek said, brings out the play in him, and just know that you're in a safe, non-judgmental space. We all have our shit we're dealing with. We've all had our challenges. We all have our hopes and dreams and aspirations. And here's a safe space where you can open up, you can share, you can talk. And this is one place where you can come and you can say anything that you need to. And aside the Ropa sisters, nobody really knows anyone here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is a free space to just really share whatever you want. So, sorry, it's the Ropa sisters and Mama Franca. So, yeah.
She's
Cool.
our momager.
There you go. Yeah. So, yeah, open it up. Who else would like to just share a little bit about yourself and what you're most excited about? Felix, there you go. Felix and I met for the first time yesterday, which is nice. And Jason.
All right. Can you hear me? I don't know what just happened here. All right. So yeah, my name's Felix Buffard, 28 years old. Jason, who's on this call, as well as my business partner. I joined this thing because it's something that's going to take me completely out of my comfort zone. I'm used to just sort of getting up, doing work and answering calls, and just being on that drive of, you got to go to work, do this, and try to make your life better and better and better without really thinking about what happens when you come home and sit down and have the thoughts that go through your brain. So really just looking forward to grow in that sense. Had a few years in the past which were pretty rough. There's a lot of things that I haven't really totally processed, losing parents at a young age, and then led to hanging out with a group of friends that were taking me down a rabbit hole. And instead of like growing and doing things that were positive for your life, it was just hanging out and, doing stuff that was destroying your health. So now, like I said, Jason's my partner. We're both on this call. We're really just trying to take ourselves to a different level together in order to grow a business and ourselves individually. And just really look forward to how this is going to work out. That's about it. Nice to meet you all.
Thank you, Felix, for sharing. And one thing I want to mention, what I love about group programs as well, is the diversity in people. Like, look, we have people of different ages, different backgrounds, different careers. And I want you to know that each one of you has something valuable to share. Each one of you has a story, something from your own life experience that someone else in the group is going to really appreciate, right? So regardless where you live, what you do for work, how old you are, like the fact that, Felix is 28 years old, I commend young adults when they choose to do this work, because I never got on this path till I was 40. And I actually just had somebody 26 years old register for the program as well. You'll meet him next week. And I said to him, man, who you're going to be at, like, you're doing this at 26, like who you're going to be by 36, like I can't even imagine, so it's never too late to do this work. And, each one of you has something valuable to share that we can learn from one another. So Felix, thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. And looking forward to seeing what's on the other side for you. All right, who would like to go next? All right, Danny.
Mute this.
Can you guys hear me? Sorry, I'm new at this computer stuff here. So my name's Danny. I'm 44 years old, or I will be 44 this year. I was a crane operator for the last 10 years, and I just recently started my own business doing construction and contracting. And what I hope to get from this is I just want to become a better husband, a better father, and a better person all around. It's a hard thing to share, like you said, and it's nice to be able to open up to other people that are around us going through the same things, and looking forward to becoming a better person all in all.
Amazing. Thank you, Danny, for sharing. Thank you for being a part of the program, and congrats on the new business, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Nothing to mention, many of the people here in this program are entrepreneurs as well. So, feel free to ever bring those questions about, entrepreneurship and, starting your business to the Q&A calls also, because I think, for the most part, I think almost everybody on this call is an entrepreneur or, in the real estate space. So yeah, here to support you on this new chapter of your life. Yeah. All right. Who's next? All right, Joe.
Hey everyone, my name is Joseph Nicosia. I'm 34, turning 35 this year. I'm in the real estate space. I've been an agent for, I think, about 12, 13 years now. I'm a father of two with another one on the way in the next 4 or 5 months. So it's going to be getting a little more hectic. The reason I kind of joined with this program was I need to find a way to manage my highs and my lows, right? Especially in that real estate space, working for myself, dealing with those challenges, and then not only just like family challenges with the ups and downs with everything. What I want to get out of this program is I want to kind of develop into that like best version of myself, right? And that's being a father, a husband, a friend, a family member, and just try to help out the community more, right? And I feel like I've been lacking in that aspect of things. So yeah, that's my story right now.
Beautiful. Yeah, well, thank you for sharing. And I have no doubt that you are going to become a better version of yourself than you are today, on the way to being the best version of yourself ever. Yeah. And I always love to hear when men say they want to be the best husband and best father they can be. That's something very special. The world needs more of that. Right, ladies? Does the world need more of that? Better fathers, better husbands. Yes, yes, we do. Yeah. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. I look forward to meeting you tomorrow. Joe and I are going to do our first deep dive tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Someone from the Ropa clan. Let's go. Come on.
Guys, want me to go first?
No, I can go first. Laura's already chimed in.
Go, Mel.
My name is Melissa. Nice to meet everybody. Laura's my sister. Franca is our momager. We all have a business together, which is absolutely amazing. I'm here on this new journey because the last 10 years for me have been wild. Married, divorced, cancer scare. I'm very codependent on my sister. So for me, it's more so how to become independent, how to make decisions for myself with confidence, and how to have our company evolve as well as myself, so that our business and myself, we can just elevate all at the same time.
Amazing. Thank
That
you. You
is
want to
it.
share just a little bit about your business? What
So
you
our
guys do?
business, so we own a childcare staffing service. So essentially we supply teachers for daycares. We've been in business for 7 years. We supply over 300 childcare centers throughout Toronto and the GTA. And so with that being said, we also want to elevate our business to where we kind of go throughout all of Ontario.
Nice. Cool. Thank you for sharing, Melissa. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Who's next?
I could chime in.
Okay. Thanks, Laura.
Hey guys, I'm Laura, 35 years old. Super excited to be here. I have no expectations being in this program, but I welcome all of it. Like Mel mentioned, we do have a family business, and I've poured my heart and soul into that business over the last 7 years. And sometimes I feel like that's all that I know. In the same breath, I feel like it's also made me the worst version of myself. I can be overbearing. Like Mel said, she's a little codependent on me, but I think like I've almost like created that. So anyways, I'm just trying to get grounded and find who I am again, outside of being this crazy entrepreneur person. I just want to be like Laura, and that's where I'm at.
Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate it.
I'll
And
go.
okay, Franca.
Okay, so I'm the mom of Melissa and Laura. So I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I have another son as well. Soon to be 61 in a couple of weeks. I had a career in the architectural design industry for years. Actually, I think I even worked on one of your restaurants in Toronto. Left my job and went to work for my daughters, which now we've become partners in the business. So I'm here, I think, for a little bit more of a different reason than anybody else is. So as Melissa mentioned, the cancer scare, it's been a rough 7-8 years. I lost people, I lost my dad out of the blue. So I need to learn how to let go of guilt, resentment towards a sibling, and to not live in fear. Because when you go through something like that, you're living life in increments of when the next tests are, right? So I want to live again without that fear and that worry and that resentment and that regret and stuff like that.
Beautiful.
And that's it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Franca, for sharing that. And, part of the reason why I call my company The Alive Life is because many people, they're living a life that's good, that's not great. They don't allow themselves to love with their whole heart. They don't allow themselves to feel pain to the depth of their soul. They live in this safe little kind of space of mediocrity. And it's in allowing ourselves to feel the full range from anger and sadness to joy and bliss that really allows us to feel truly alive. And as you mentioned, those feelings that you're holding on to that don't serve you, that are suppressing your joy and your happiness, and ultimately it's costing you your freedom. So the work that we'll do over the coming months will allow you to really come to terms with the emotions that you're feeling, understanding the root cause, as I'm sure you're aware of, but also the processes to shift your belief, to shift your perspective, which ultimately will shift your emotions and your energy, because I believe that all diseases start in the mind, and when we hold on to anger, shame, guilt, frustration, hate, when we hold on to that, that's actually what creates the cancer within us. And through our journey together, you know, there'll be many processes and exercises that you'll experience that will allow you to get closure with what it is you're holding on to, because life will be so much lighter and just more joyful when you're not holding on to that anymore. And I'm sure you're not the only one here on this group chat that's holding on to some anger, some frustration, some resentment. You know, we all have that in some way in our life. And when we can move through that and release it, life really goes to the next level. So I just want to say thank you for your courage, and thank you for choosing to step into this and do something to really free yourself of these feelings that just no longer serve you. All right. Yeah. I look forward to seeing what life is like for you on the other side of this. Yeah. Okay, so we got Jason, we got Jay, Ritesh, and who else is left? Oh, and Angelina. Angelina's saying no, so I think she wants to stay quiet. She doesn't want to speak. That's okay. You're also welcome to just type a message in below if you want into the chat, if you want to just share a little bit about who you are. But yeah, gonna open it up to you know, I know Jay's no stranger talking on camera, so you know, he's a very interesting individual who him and I had a chance to hang out a couple of weeks ago, do some snowboarding together, and yeah, that's how we kicked off our coaching. So Jay, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, my friend?
What's up, everybody? My name's Jay. First of all, I want to thank everybody for being here and being open as well. It's very touching and warming, and I hear you. I hear you. I'm 32. I run a top producing real estate company where I'm at, and we blew up pretty quick. And in this industry, I know there's some people in the real estate space. You're dealing with a lot of curveballs, a lot of things coming at you. I have to be a therapist sometimes. I'm not qualified for that. I have to hear people out. And my biggest goal is, while I lead right now, I have about 15 team members here that I'm leading. I want to let go of anger and lead with love. I truly want to do that. I hold on to a lot of stuff from the past, and I just want to come out and give them everything I got. And when I show up, I'm showing up for war for these guys, because they have to feed for their families and everything as well. So I want to give everything I have as a top leader and know that I've left everything on the table. So my goal here is to open up, be fully embrace everything. I've never meditated. I've never done breath work. I've never done any of this stuff. All I knew was have a black coffee, get up and get to fucking work. But I'm open and I want growth. And I think that's what we all want in here. And I'm excited because any leader can lead a ship, but it takes a true master leader to charter the course. And that's what I want to do. I want to lead these guys to victory and ladies to victory. And in turn, it will fulfill myself.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Jay, for sharing a powerful message. And I'm just going to let you all know that at some point in time, Jay's going to write a book, and this book is going to blow you away. They're either going to make a movie about his life, or he's going to write a book. But this man has quite the fascinating story that I was privileged enough to hear, and I have no doubt, Jay, that you are going to only excel from this point on, because you got you know, when I first connected with Jay, I'm like, dude, you're going to be a beast. I mean, he's already doing very well, and when you're able to unlock that and lead from a place of love, yeah, I just excited to see what's next for you. So thank you for sharing. All right, Mr. Ritesh, welcome. How you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for joining the party, or thanks for being on camera.
Sorry, guys, I was listening. I was in transit, and I didn't want you guys seeing half my face as I was driving through the city. But I was listening, so thank you everyone who shared. A little bit about me. My name's Ritesh. I'm 35. I'm a real estate agent, and I also do some other entrepreneurial stuff. You know, I met Zarak through Matt. Matt had some great things to say, and Matt and I were sharing some stuff we were going through, and you know, you recommended I chat with Zarak. And for me, I feel like, and I'm sure many of you can relate, being entrepreneurs, I'm always on the wheel. I'm just spinning, running really fast, and then I realize that, oh, I need to, you know, focus on myself, on my family, and I stop abruptly, connect again, and then somehow I find myself back on that wheel, and I'm spinning fast again, and then stopping again. So it's just very abrupt. And I think I just needed to slow down and have somebody just kind of guide me to getting a little bit of harmony here. I think, we're all trying to find balance, and I don't think balance was working for me where, balance is typically 50-50. So, 50% rest or work, whatever it is. And, I don't think that's the case. I think it's harmony. So, maybe 30% rest and 70% work. And so I'm just looking to, find that harmony, and I'm hoping I'll be able to achieve that.
Ritesh, breathe.
Sorry, I spoke at a mile a minute there.
Breathe. I feel better after a few breaths. In those moments where you feel spinning, in that moment where you feel the chaos, and this is for all of you, take a few moments, take a few breaths, allow your energy to ground, let yourself settle, and then choose from that place of clarity. Because the world isn't slowing down at any point at any time soon, but you always have the ability within to just take some breaths, ground, bring presence back. All those meetings, all those calls, they ain't going anywhere. They'll be waiting for you. But rather than rush to it, ground yourself and then engage, okay? Because the breath is how we bring ourselves back to our center. And in a world so volatile, it's so unpredictable, we can't control what happens out there, but we can control our center. All right. So the breath is something that has been transformative for myself. And when you all get to do breath work, with our amazing breathwork facilitator here, Sandro, you're going to understand that we have this internal technology. We have this thing that we take for granted every day that truly is a portal. It is our own healing medicine that can really transform our lives in so many ways. So I look forward to sharing all of that with you. Thank you, Ritesh, for joining and sharing. Mr. Biscardi.
How's it going? My name's Jason Biscardi. I have been a plumber since I was 16 years old. This is typically the time I'd raise my hand in school and ask to go to the washroom, so I don't have to speak. Yeah, I'm here to learn, kind of build more confidence when it comes to public speaking. When it comes to my job, I'm very confident. When it comes to people I don't know, I'm not so confident. Kind of why me and Felix kind of work out very well with business. He's more of a talker. I'm more kind of to myself, but we both kind of want the same things in life. And yeah, I'm just here to have an open mind and learn from other people and kind of push myself to the next level. And kind of everyone around me that I care about to the next level as well. And yeah, that's about it.
Cool. All right. Well, Jason, good job with the public speaking. Yay for the have to go to the bathroom. Good job. And it's one of those things you just got to get comfortable with. You realize it's not so bad. And hopefully, what you learn through just sharing in this group will allow you to then bring that courage into other aspects of your life. Right. Yeah. So I'm going to share, obviously you all know a bit about me, so I won't elaborate on that. But what I'm going to say I'm really most excited for is, just to have the group dynamic of men and women and people of different ages, different backgrounds, different intentions. I mean, we're all part of this program and do this work because we want to be the best version of ourselves and curious to discover like what's missing, what else is there for us to learn and take on to go to that next level. And I say us because even though I'm a coach, I'm still a student. I had a call with my coach just an hour ago, and after this call, I actually have a call with my group program that I'm in, so even though, I'm a trained professional coach, I still have my coaches because I know that there's always that missing information. There's always that piece that you don't know that's going to help you take your game to the next level. And that's why I say, like, even though you are all participants in the program, I'm going to learn from each of you as well, because each one of you and our relationship that we're going to develop together is going to have its own dynamic that's going to teach me how to be a better coach and how to serve and how to show up. And with working with Ray for the first time and bringing on Robin in a greater capacity is also teaching me how to grow my business, because I want to be able to impact a couple of hundred lives a year. So for me, this initiative of doing a group and private program in this format is an opportunity for me to expand my business as well. So I'm grateful for all of you being here. I'm going to learn a lot through the process as well. And yeah, just exciting to see where we're all at after these 10 weeks. And one thing to mention, because you're all technically kind of starting together, there will be people who are going to be beginning the program 2 or 3 weeks in. So these will be new people who are dropping into this cohort of a bunch of people who kind of already know each other. So it's going to be interesting as new people kind of come in and come out. And that's going to be the dynamic as the program is ongoing. It's just rolls on throughout the year. And yeah, and I'm just excited to work with as many amazing humans as possible. So, I just want to thank you all for being here and thank you for choosing to be a part of this program. All right. So, this call is kind of short and sweet. The intention was really just to say hello, to introduce you all to one another, to answer any questions. And I will make sure that you get those calendar reminders or the calendar invites so you have all the calls locked in. Please work on your Wheel of Life this weekend so that we can chat about it on Monday and on Wednesday if you have any questions. It'll be the Wheel of Life, then it's the values, and then it'll be modules moving onwards, okay? And then you have your Google Drive folder. So whenever you're done your work, if you want to upload it in there, I'm going to be checking in on your folders just to see what's coming up for you, to see what there is that I can support you with. And if there's anything that you need specific help with, you can either message me on WhatsApp or you can, bring it to the Q&A. Now, I'm also going to be setting up a Facebook group. Now, this Facebook group, I'm going to be sharing content on there. Books. I'm going to do a screenshot of everybody. 1 second here. It's going to be content with different books, playlists, podcasts, anything that may be helpful for you. If somebody asks a question, something you need resources with, I'm going to share it on the Facebook page rather than WhatsApp, because WhatsApp can just get a bit messy. Okay, so is everybody on Facebook in this group for the most part? Okay, and if you're not on Facebook, maybe you just want to make a dummy account just so I can add you, because then that Facebook group is going to be ongoing. As you may know about me, I like to throw parties. I like to get people together. So building community is very important. And once you've been a part of this program, I consider you to be part of my community moving forward. Like Derek, he joined my program last summer, but obviously we've stayed in touch through then, and him and many other men, even though other men aren't still in the program, they're still a part of my community. So I'm fortunate to work with amazing people, and I want you to continue to grow and evolve, even if it's not in my program. So being a part of the live community will provide you with those resources. So I'll send you an invite to the page. Join. I'm going to put content in there. And if you have any questions or anything that you want specific support about, you could also post in the Facebook group as well. All right. So before we wrap up this call, I just want to ask any final questions or comments, anything that you may want to share? Ask? No?
Well, I actually don't have access to those modules or that life wheel.
Okay, so Joe, you will have that before the end of today. I will make sure you get that. The email, it will come in from info@thealivelife. And yeah, I'll make sure you get that so you're all set up. So you can start working on that this weekend. Okay. And Angelina, maybe you want to type in the chat box below. What are you most excited about for this program?
Yeah.
Or you can think about it if you want, or you could type it, whatever you feel comfortable with. I don't want to push you.
Go ahead. I'm Angelina. I moved from Montreal 10 years ago, and I feel like I'm doing the same without a change. What I'm excited about is like this program gonna bring some change. That's what all about.
Perfect. Thank you. Short and sweet. Love it. It's all good. Change. That's what we're all here for. Change, elevation, improvement, right? That's the goal. So I want to say thank you all for joining. If you have any questions, if you need more info, please reach out to me, and I'll see you Monday at noon for the accountability calls. So for that call, just bring your goals for the week. What is it you're committed to? What would you like support with? What would you like to be held accountable to? And, bring that to the call on Monday, and then we're going to support you in achieving that. All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Wishing you all an amazing weekend. So great to connect with all of you together as a group, and we will see you on Monday. All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
You
Take
see
care.
A group set up, what's it called? Like a group message like we did with the other one?
I'm not going to set up a WhatsApp group like the other one. It's going to be on the Facebook page instead. Yeah, just because people will be rolling in and out. Yeah, and I think we're all a part of enough WhatsApp group chats. I don't know about you guys. Last thing I need is another WhatsApp group chat in my life, right? Bye, everybody. I'll see you.
Good coach.